Wednesday. We're doing great, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Good morning. Happy day. Yeah, it's a day. What are you going to do? Did my fucking shit drop again? Someday I'll fix that. Someday it'll happen. The week flashed by. It really did. Like, it's been doing that for a couple weeks now, I feel like. Like, time. You got in a car. Kato, what do you have left to break? Are you okay? Oh my. I'm not. We were literally talking about this shit yesterday, Kato. No shit. For like hours, we were talking about how unsafe driving is sometimes. I hope you're okay, dude. Was it like how fast were they going when they hit you? Holy shit. I mean, you were hit. I don't know if I'd say that's like if someone just hit my car, I don't think I'd say I got in a car accident. I'd say some fuck twat hit me. I feel like you got hit, bro. You're good. They're not so good. Oh my God. I'm just really happy you're okay. Cars are so dangerous. Driving is literally the worst. I'm so happy you're okay. Was it going free? Oh my God. What? Nuh-uh. Freeway came to a sudden stop and like 4 cars hit each other and you were the lead car. So you really got that 4-car impact on you, right? How's your neck and back? I mean, I'm going to assume you were wearing a seatbelt and that's why you're fine, but Jesus. No shit. I think it was Kona yesterday. It was like her grandpa or her father-in-law is one of those people who thinks seatbelts kill people. And we were talking about it yesterday because I'm just like, how do you come to that conclusion? Yeah, I really hope. I hope everything, like, nothing comes up in your back. Because that's usually, from what I understand, when people are in accidents, usually, like, the injury comes days later. So don't, there's a fuzz in the air. Don't tell your insurance you're okay yet. Because I've known a lot of people get fucked. They'll get in an accident. And then when the accident happens, that adrenaline coursing through their body and everything, they're like, I'm fine, nothing happened. But days later, sometimes a week later, all of a sudden, all of that, like the whiplash or what, it's like a stinger almost or something, all of that will come forward. Just be careful, drink lots of water and stretch. But seriously, Kate, like, of all the people to get in a fucking accident, thank you, Mishy. I woke up stupid early today, so I was like, I have time to sit and do my makeup. Amazing. It never happens that way, but I went to bed early, thank fuck. That is nightmare fuel. That's just scary, dude. I'm just really, really happy you're okay, because none of that's okay, and all of that makes me very nervous. I don't, like, man, every day I come in and I'm like, happy whatever day, I hope you're all doing well, and there's this part of me that's like, please be, like, the biggest part of me is please be well, and then fucking Kato comes in and is like, 4 cars hit me on the freeway going 60. No, it's fine. I just worry. Like, I can't help it. I worry about people. There are no vibes yet. No. Kato, if anything, you've enhanced the vibes and we're cheersing to the fact that you're okay. Like, in an instance like this where there was, like, no one's fault, really, it's just a sudden stop on a freeway, I'm just happy you're okay. Like, we're gonna cheers to that and we're celebrating. That's it. Yeah, I heard, like, yesterday people were saying down in Florida and shit, they were getting literal tornado warnings on top of this crazy hurricane coming through. It's just, please stay safe. Like, I don't know what that even means. I feel like such a hypocrite even saying that because I've never had to live through hurricanes. But those of you who live there, I'm sure you know what safe means. And if I hear you're being a fucking idiot, I'm going to be very upset with you. Cheers. Or I'm plugged. Every day. Every day I've got a clog. I just unplugged it too. Oh, it's probably because I packed it. Whoa, the Waffle House closed. Damn, that's a sign. Jesus. Man, this weed stinks. Hurricane spawned a few tornadoes. Fuck. Be safe. I've only ever lived with earthquakes and fires. Earthquakes and fires kind of go hand in hand, I feel like, but I just can't even. I have to clear the duct. Excuse. I live up by Jackson. We got some rain, but I have some friends down there. They lost power, but we're okay this morning. I'm glad they're okay this morning. It's. I can live without power. Like, it's the people who sit around and wait for the rain to hit them. Got it. Holy crap. I'm fine. I guess we're getting fucked first thing. Let's go. Right? I can deal with rain, but goddamn, Fort Myers got hit. Yeah, it's. Why? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. She's laying under my desk just. Children these days. And that's the scary part is a lot of people have nowhere to go. Like, literally have nowhere to fucking go. And that is horrifying. Like, I hate that. Like, there's actually people who have nowhere to go, and I just don't. The children are great. Would you like to see them? I actually caught one of them eating for the first time, which is exciting. Bubba, you're right behind me. Oh, watch out. I'm rolling. Watch your feet. They still chill on the top, though. You could see two little babies. There's one right there, and there's one right there. That one's Rodbert, and that one's Ember. But they're still. Look at how fucking. They're so tiny. Look at them. No, don't jump out, little one. No, no, no. You gotta stay inside, little guy. No, 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 no. Back inside, little one. Get in your little home. There you go. They're so fucking tiny. They make me very nervous, but I just missed them, but that's the little babies. I know, they're so tiny. They're so cute. They're just the tiniest, most adorable little things. They're very it's interesting because obviously I've never hatched a gecko, but they're really unafraid of me. And it's not like geckos are afraid of people, but you guys have seen them. I've pulled out the adults. They jump and they're kind of skittish and they're not snuggly. Like, it's a fucking reptile. Of course it's not. But they're not tentative about my fingers or my hands. Like, when I open the enclosure, they want to climb me. Versus if I open the enclosure of any of my other geckos, they crawl into their foliage, and chill and stare at me like, ugh. But these guys, geckos truly don't give any fucks. Like, the only reason most geckos have been able to proliferate in their species is because they live somewhere where there's no natural predators. They're just dumbasses. They're like popcorn brains. These guys, crested geckos and the big guys that I have up here, the Leachianus geckos, they are from I believe it's called New Caledonian Islands, and they have no natural predators at all. Like, there's just nothing there. There's no birds. There's nothing that eats them, so they can just be bright and dumb and survive. It's kind of wild. I mean, the first thing they saw after hatching was me. They get it, which is, isn't that crazy, Ron? You really are mother of dragons. Like, imagine if in 2 months I'm taking another vacation and I need you to watch the animals. Oh my God, Rod, did I tell you there's more eggs? I don't know how, They must have fucked before I separated them. That's all I can come up with, but I've got 2 more little eggs. And of course, I know. It's like something's gonna happen where I'm gonna have to travel and Rod's gonna have to fucking hatch the dragons again. Which I don't know why I find that so comical. Because it's like, of all the things that could happen, it was like, not, it's worst case scenario. Like, that was probably the most high stress item. Because he doesn't, Rod, when he takes care of the house, he doesn't have to take care of the snakes. Unless they decide to escape, he doesn't have to take care of anything. They're all really low maintenance, so I gut load everything and then leave, and then they're fine. He's just here in case things go wrong. And of course, like, within the span of a month, bro takes care of my house twice, and both times has to live in existential anxiety of these eggs hatching. And then they do, and poor fuck is... I mean, Rod, no shit, when anybody asked me, like, who's taking care of him, do you feel okay with it? I was like, dude, Rod has a bird. Like, there's something about bird people where I just trust you can take care of any animal. If you can keep a bird alive and happy, I trust you. That's just a different animal, literally, but like, you can do anything if you're taking care of a bird. My God, that's like a toddler with wings. Oh my God, Rod is my baby mama. I'm such a slut. There's a story about a single cat wiping out an entire species of flightless birds because there were no predators till they brought a lighthouse and the keeper took his pet cat. That's literally like the story of what happened to most islands. I think it's New Zealand. There's New Zealand. I'm sure if you know anything about New Zealand, you know it's covered in really weird birds, like just bizarre looking parrots and shit like that. Because before people went there with our rats and our cats, these birds just proliferated and there were no natural predators. So there's actually this really cool bird. I've shown you guys the video of it trying to make love to David Attenborough's cameraman. Do you guys remember that big green parrot? It's literally rare parrot or whatever that emote. That is a kakapo. Kakapos are like green chickens. They're flightless and they're hilarious. But because humans came in with like rats and cats and shit, we thought we wiped them out like completely. And turns out we didn't, and they're actually still alive. So there's a huge effort to try to rehabilitate the kakapo population. Oh yeah, that video of it screwing, I mean, it's so fucking hilarious. That bird is just so cute. Oh, is it Stephen Fry, not Davis? Thank you. I think it is. I think you're absolutely right. I think it is Stephen Fry. It is. It is Yeetskis. Thank you. Yes. No, Rod has to be here. The dragons were out. Glut's alive! Oh my God, how are you, Glut? How is it going? Are you still okay? We've all been worried. I mean, not worried, but like every moment of every day, I'm just like, this house is gonna be blown away. I don't fucking know. Oh, thank you, Z. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. It is Stephen Fry. I missed that. Thank you. I appreciate you, Z-Bot. It is. It's a great video, though, and cockapos are amazing. But yeah, it's another case of, like, people came in and brought shit and wiped out species, because we suck. Sometimes I'm kind of glad, you know, Australia's scary, so we can't go there and just try to kill things. No damage, but no power and cell service is hit or miss. Oh my God. Are you at the office right now? Are you going to work at all? How's the local sitch? Because I think it was BDO was saying earlier, even Waffle House shut down. Like, I'm just anxious for you. I just don't want you to get in a bad spot. Wait, yes, oh my God. The kakapo, how they go up in the mountains and they bellow. Yeah. I go on in the rabbit holes for these animals. And I think the first time I ever saw a kakapo was it screwing Stephen Fry's cameraman. And then I just went down the rabbit hole. And yeah, no shit. So this flightless bird, this like green chicken that's a parrot, climbs the mountain on its feet because it can't fly, climbs to the peak of a mountain and finds a perfect little divot in the ground and like nestles into it like a green chicken and then bellows. And its bellow echoes off its little divot into the mountains, and that's how it calls a mate. So, I wonder if I can find a video of it. It's so fucking cute. They're just flightless, chubby little flightless birds really get me. I love chickens. At home, moving as little as possible. How's your family? Your family okay? I'm not gonna hope. I'm just gonna assume. Jesus Christ. Wasn't the last time it was this bad down there like 92 or something? I can't remember the name of the hurricane, but it was one that literally wiped homes out. It was horrific.
Now, I'm going to fuck
I love puffins too.
with Satan.
I love puffins and penguins, all those little cute birds. I love them. Not enough gun. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving me swings for 36 months. I fucking appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways.
Because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, motherfucker. Thank you. Oh no shit, Reed Timmer was streaming it.
Venice, Florida got even worse. Storm surge. Storm surge is like the flooding, right? Just so I remember correctly what that means. That storm surge is like the water level rising because of the storm, right? Yeah, okay. Everyone's good. My sister's in Tampa, so she evacuated, so she'll have to check her house later. I really hope everything's okay. Did I tell you about how I was seeing TikToks from these fucking entitled bitches that were complaining that their vacation rentals weren't prepared? And that the people in charge of vacation rentals weren't getting back to them in a timely fashion? And she spent so much money. Do you think she can afford this vacation? Do you think she can afford the time off from work? Do you think, oh my God. I mean, none of that's an exaggeration. Like, it's mind-blowing. Knives, how are you? Are you guys getting any storms yet? I have not finished the game. We're finishing it today. I heard I had like 2 hours left, so I didn't want to rush it. Fucking wild. It's still happening. Gun, you spoil me. I'm excited. Storm surge is the water getting blown into land and flooding crap. My parents' place got flooded again, foot higher this time. It's so fucking creepy. So fucking creepy. Water's scary. There's a line in, oh God, what is it called? Memoirs of a Geisha. You know, it's like a really beautiful movie about geishas, but one of the girls has blue eyes, and they talk about how she has too much water in her and how no barrier can stop water. Water will break through rock. Water will wear itself through earth. Like, it makes me think about it sometimes, because water is scary. Water and nature didn't give a fuck. Doesn't give a fuck. Okay, I found the video. This is the cockapoo. Socialization isn't my favorite. Stop that. Good Lord. That's an adorable animal. I'm glad I accidentally stumbled on that video. I didn't know that much about them at all. I just think they're really fucking cute. David, I really hope you like New World, man. I wanted to like it so bad, and they just took it in such a World of Warcraft direction that I couldn't anymore. And there's fucking nothing wrong with World of Warcraft, just not my type of MMO, like the fetch questing shit. Like, it's literally, you know, go to a bulletin board, get a quest, go collect 10 wood, go back to the bulletin board, get a quest, kill 10 boar, go back to the bulletin board, get a quest, go do this. It's just that. And it breaks my heart because I remember what it was supposed to be. This looks, oh, stop it. How the fuck did that get in the house? Oh my fuck off. I'd be out of there. That's a fucking gator. Yeah, let me remind. Yeah, they opened their door to go see their house after the, well, the hurricanes aren't even done. I don't know what they're doing, but what do you do? What do you do when after that? What do you do? What do you do after that? What do you do? I'm gonna name it Barry. Hi, Barry. This is your house now. This is Barry's house now. You cry and run away. No shit. I mean, animal control, is that literally what you do? I wouldn't know. That's like me waking up to an elk in my house. Or a mountain goat. Or a moose. Well, not waking up to it, but you know what I'm saying. Like, the fuck? It's their house now. You sign it over. That they own this now. That's no longer, oh, cute kitty. Oh my God, V, how can you live somewhere where you get feet of snow? Bitch. If anybody ever decides to come at me again with like, I can't believe you will live where there's these fires and these earthquakes, I'm gonna be like, bitch, have you heard of Florida? Because what? Did you know water kills you? What the fuck? Fuck earthquakes. I'll shake a little, thanks. I'm good. I'll take that. Fuck that. That's insane. That's insane. Why would anyone? I've seen people comparing this shit, and it's driving me nuts. Like, oh my God, all these people complaining about hurricanes. Have you ever seen fire? Get out. Get the fuck out. We don't have time for you. Shoo. Shoo shoo. Wait, right? I'm gonna take my chances with the natural disasters I'm used to, which I'm sure that's how Florida people feel. They're like, nah, we're used to hurricanes. That's what we know how to deal with. But like, I've never had a natural disaster bring a gator in my house. I think one time a TV fell over. Reason number 3,154 why I wouldn't live in the USA. There's so many, though. That's cute as fuck, and that person has a huge heart. That being said, I really hope they call animal control and just get all those cats fixed. Like, don't. That's it. There's so many organizations out there that will come and catch release. They'll just come and trap all the stray cats you got and that you love because you're a crazy cat person, and you neuter them. Because the reason we have this problem is because people don't neuter their animals or fix their, you know what I'm saying? Spay and neuter, please. Spay and neuter, please. Shit's crazy. Like, that's a lot of cats. That was a lot of cats. Gloom! How are you, love? Are you feeling better? Yeah, just spay and neuter. I have no problem with someone having 20 cats if they can adequately take care of them, feed them, and keep them healthy and whatnot. Like, you do you, boo-boo. But don't add to this fucking stray breeding issue. It's disgusting and very sad. Good morning, Zaffy. How are you, love? It's called TNR. Oh, no shit. That's where one of my cats came from. Trap and release. Boom. We had to do it for my grandma. The only reason I know about it, she had a big deck coming off the back of her house. And when she was in her older years, cats started living under the deck and she thought it was awesome. So she started putting cat food out and it just started this, like at one point she had like 20 cats living under her deck that she was feeding. And so we called one of these catch and release places and they trapped them all, fixed them, and then released them back under the deck. My Nana had all of her cats, but now they weren't breeding like crazy, like literal rabbits. I mean, it's not kind to the animal to allow an animal to just be fucking bred itself to death. That's crazy. We trapped and released my Nana multiple times. Are we not talking about the same? Your Nana's not a slut? Are we? It's my bad. It's my bad. I missed the conversation. It's my bad. Don't catch and release Nana? Is that what we should? Yeah, it's one. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, people have lots of animals all the time. I have 9 geckos. Like, that's a lot of geckos. I don't want 9 geckos. It's because they birthed. But, like, I'm taking care of them fine. It's not like, and I separate them so they're not breeding each other to death. Because, no, thank you. Your Nana would never go for catch and release. How could she? Oh, my God, you're right. Dude, I mean, no shit. Nana started 8 a.m. with whiskey in her coffee, and noon, it was vodka tonics. And I mean, like, vodka tonic. She would have gone fucking feral. They would have had to release her so fast. Just gone. She has to go. I don't even know what would have happened. Nana was a creature. I feel like I've told more Nana stories than anything, Erican, to be real. My Nana was such a fucking interesting human being. Just like comparatively, like the Nana that I knew in her older years versus her stories of when she was younger, like coming out of a Catholic orphanage and then being a cigarette girl in casinos, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's just she had a wild existence, man. But she was a creature. She absolutely was. My Nana was so fucking weird. She was like this tiny little Irish lady who was literally raised by nuns in a Catholic orphanage. She had story. I could go on forever. She had so many stories. I know. Well, she did. I mean, it doesn't excuse all of the horrific racism and racist language she used her whole life. But I've told you the story of how my aunts moved her into a completely Korean neighborhood, and it killed it. Like, she straight up owned it. Was like, I used horrible language. The children in this neighborhood are so fucking nice. I mean, she just like, it really did 180 her, which leads me to believe that old people who are like, it's just our generation, are full of shit. Because I watched an 80-year-old woman be less racist, and I think that's really fucking cool. I really wish I would have got to see my grandpa be less of a racist hoe, because, I mean, it wasn't like they went out of their way to, like, teach us racist things or anything, but they used absolutely racist language that my mom would have to correct them on and yell, and they'd get into fights in front of us all the time, and that's enough. Like, it's a choice, I believe. I truly do. If your brain still works, I don't care what age you are, you have the choice to learn and do better. And I give people that room. Like, I think, like, how do you say, like, we complain because people are X. If we don't let them change away from X and give them leeway and be like, okay, you're becoming a better person, good for you, then what are we, like, looking for? Growth is good. Old people have a really hard time changing. I think a lot of it was because she was alone. And she couldn't. Thank you for 66 months.
66 months. Hail Satan, motherfucker. Thank you for subbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it his in Discord. Oh shit, I have an open Discord. Hold on.
Fuck! Please. No, it's worked. It's been working. It'll be fine. It's fine. Rod, why did you send me a video with clowns in it? Why did you do that? There's a clown in it. Why would you do... Is that a Hyrax? Oh my god, it's my new favorite animal. I don't know, I'm obsessing. They're so cute. Oh my god. That was... Me too, little dude. Me too. In the jungle. The mighty jungle. What a fucked up animal. I love them. Oh my god. Are you fucking with me? They're cross-eyed beaver hamsters with a buck tooth. I love them so much. I know, the eyes are literally stuck a little cockeyed, and I think I love it more because of that. Oh my god, is that real? That's real, right? They're vampsters. Shut the fuck up. I love them. And they have sticky gecko feet. That's weird. The sticky gecko... Oh my god. No, I don't want to hear you translate it. I agree. This is important. A team of animals consisting of the Hyrax, platypus, and shoebill, stork, and oarfish. No shit. Like, this was the same day that God invented weed or created weed, he made this. I feel bad because they're stressed out and they're obviously not wanting anyone to bother them, but are you fucking kidding me? Is it under a bed? Can you imagine this under your bed? Oh my God, I would die for all of them? I think because that's its go the fuck away. That's when they have to cut the video because it charges. I think it just gets more pissed off. Oh, people think it sounds like Donald Duck. Yeah, I was just looking for more. That's adorable. Hold on. Because Rod hates me and doesn't value our friendship, he sent me a video of a clown. I know you referenced whatever movie or whatever this is from. Do you really think I have any idea what you're talking about? Because it's a fucking clown! Why would I watch that? Ah! I would punch him in the fucking chode and not feel bad when he started to bleed. This is unkind. Now I can't go to Spirit Halloween. Thanks, scary man! Kill him. Someone shank his ass. Are you fucking with me? Uh-uh. Oh, that's a broken child. Oh my God, Zebot, I'm so sorry. No. Like on purpose? That's such a stupid question. But they collected this clowns on purpose. Your grandmother might have murdered children as a hobby. Like the sheer amount of serial killers who love clowns is off the charts. There's actually statistics and studies done on it. There's something wrong with adults who are into clowns. Nothing against your grandmother. She might have been a wonderful person. At least she didn't kill you. But there might have been, like, were you ever bullied and suddenly a bully just disappeared? Or was there ever, like, a noisy kid on the street that just, like, one day Billy was gone and no one questioned anything because the parents were gone too? They were in your Nana's basement, maybe. Seriously, it's crazy. I don't, like, search for these statistics. It's just wild. The sheer amount of serial killers who are A, religious, and B, love clowns. Love him, not just Gacy. He just was one, so he got famous for it. They were under the trailer. In the garden! I'm saying! I cannot be held responsible for what my extremities do when someone lunges at me. No. If I was one of these people, I would have punched him in the throat and not felt bad. No, I mean... The movie, it could be like the best movie in the world, but if it's got a clown, I'm just going to be an existential terror horror and wanting it to die the whole time. You know, it's just I like gore stuff, but when it comes to a clown, man, for those who don't know, I just saw the movie It way too early in life, and it established a pretty fucking hardcore, like, phobia in my head, to the point where, like, if I had to pee so bad that my kidneys were aching and there was a clown in the bathroom, I would let my kidneys die. I just can't stand them. I fucking hate them. They're so scary. You cannot convince me that grown adults who want to put on a bunch of makeup, not look like themselves, and hang out with kids as a profession are normal. Impossible. You can't do it. Everyone in Florida is like, oh my God, we hate trans people, but clowns are allowed? Okay. You know how they tried to go after people. What was it? They tried to make a rule where no public, what did they do? It's not just Florida, but they tried to pass a law, for those who don't know, where there was no public drag shows. And it was a way to make it so you could just call the police if you saw a trans person in public and get them fucking arrested. And it's disgusting. I don't know if it went through or if that actually got passed, but they literally, like, their way of making it so you could just call the police on an innocent trans person is to make it public drag shows, of which there is none, illegal. Because allegedly, if you see someone who is trans, that's a public drag show. If you're I don't know. It's just all insanity. None of it makes sense, and it makes me very sad in my heart. What I'm saying is people should go after clowns. I don't. It's so sad, but I don't. Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, Z-Bot, call me out on this. Conservatives think about gay sex way more than any of us gays ever have. And I think about gay sex a lot. But they are so clearly thinking about it more. Like the fact that they devote their lives to thinking about the gays and what we do in our bedrooms consensually with our partners arguably makes them super fucking gay. Like super gay. Right? Ugh. That's exactly it, Rod. It's just, I think it's just, they're so filled with hate that any easy outlet for said hate gets filtered there. It just goes there. You know what I mean? I do not judge you for liking one of those movies over the other, but they are shitty movies. I mean, most horror is shitty, unfortunately. Would have called for, after a law, the priest for that law. Wait, what? I mean, you know what's crazy? In the Bible, it says that no religious building should ever have stairs. For fear you see the genitals of someone walking ahead of you up the stairs. So if you've ever seen a church with stairs, not a holy house. Bible says so. Good morning, moldy butt. How are you, love? Because they all wish they could be doing the gay things, but the church says no, so they get angry and hateful. Which is so wild that the fear of leaving the church overrides the pure, basic human instinct to just be who you are. You know what I mean? Yep, you can't wear clothes with mixed fabrics. I don't even think females are allowed in churches. I don't know. We read the Bible on stream years ago. It was a terrible time. None of us had fun. It was wild. I mean, it was, there were, it wasn't fun. I don't know. What would you call it? Fun isn't the word. Educational. In light, that's not it either. I don't. Ugh. They're indoctrined by hate. Hate's a communicable disease. That is true. And at the end of the day, man, I know a lot of you have kids out there. Like, how fucked up do you have to be to consciously think, like, I'm gonna teach this precious, innocent, beautiful soul hate? Like, I'm gonna purposefully do this. Wild. I just don't understand that. Like, how does that happen? Like, what, you know what I just don't, it seems like, do they get proud when they see their little kid be a little douchebag? They're like, oh, there he goes, douching it up. my little spawn, precious, so proud. I don't get it. It was informative. Also made it even more confusing. I don't know. It was weird. Like informative in that, like, the words, literally the physical words God and love are not in the same sentence until 17 pages before the end of the Bible. So what would you, interesting? Fascinating. Funny? I don't know. I don't know what you call that, but little bits and pieces like that, I find hilarious. I find them quite funny. I don't know what other word to use for that, though. Informative is a good word for it, but mostly hilarious, because people love to come at you with God is love. Jesus is... No, not until 17 pages before that really long book ends. So, if we're going to summate the entire book by the last 17 pages, you got to admit to that. Because the rest of it is just genocide and murder and killing children and slaughtering and skinning people and, you know, sitting on mountains and claiming you're precious. Yeah, if God is love, why are you so it's crazy. I mean, literally, they don't, it's hard, it's really hard to have a conversation with someone who, let's say, believes in the tooth fairy. Because the tooth fairy is magic and you cannot logic magic. You just can't do it. Like, it's impossible, so it's so hard to have a conversation, because I want to be like, I mean, you claim, like, love and community and happiness and how you all want to go to heaven in this joyful place, but, like, all you do in your life is cause sadness and depression and hate and malice. Like, what the fuck? How do you not see this? My dad said that when we were kids, and I feel the same. Like, I don't believe in... I guess agnostic or whatever. I don't really atheist. Like, I haven't I haven't been proved anything, but if God's real, he's a fucking douchebag with an ant farm. Like, what a dick bag. Yeah. Right? Put so much emphasis on the Old Testament. Like, bruv, did you fucking read that? Because I don't think you did based on this conversation. Because I did. And that was part of the reason we read it. I was raised Catholic, which means half of what I was chanted out was in Latin I didn't understand anyways. And I was just so tired of people coming at me with Bible shit, and I couldn't really argue it because I didn't know shit about shit. And now I'm like, I read that book. Let's fucking go. I read that book with a lot of people and discussed it. Like, we had Bible study every Sunday for a year to get through that. Like, it was not fun. But now we have the tools, and you can't come at us. Shut the fuck up. Bobo, thank you so much for sending the class, keeping the class alive, and giving anything.
53 fucking months, that's a long time, and I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual, bitch.
I always think atheist is way too cocky. I think agnostic, going I have no clue, is more accurate. I take atheist because agnostic, like, if you look at the definition of it, it means, it seems to be interpreted as you're actively searching or actively looking, and I'm not. Like, I don't feel the need for religion in my life. I don't feel the need for a greater power or anything like that. I found community outside of that culty bullshit, so I'm good. Whereas agnostic is kind of like, I don't know, but I'm looking and I'm open to it. And atheist is just kind of like, I'm just disinterested. That's how I feel. I'm disinterested in religion. I don't care. Good afternoon, Jedikai. How are you, love? It's been 53 years. Christians sin every year, Katie, by celebrating Christmas. None of them are going to heaven because Christmas, that's one among how many things, David? 1 million plus? My God. My grandfather was a pastor and he was a good idea. But every time religion came up, I always felt like I was talking to hypnotized people, and I grew up in a rural New England. I feel that. That's how it feels like in my family sometimes, because like there's older generations of my family who were heavily like in the Catholic world, raised in parochial school and stuff like that. And, like, they don't live Catholic lives, and they're not, like, Catholics who are out there Catholicking, but they have the amount of guilt on them. Like, if it's real, and if there's this burning hell, and if there's a devil, and blah, 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 then it doesn't hurt to go to midnight mass once a year. Or to go to, Easter Sunday or something. Like, my Nana used to call people like that 6-day sinners. People that, just live a life like you and I do, but then go to Sunday, and because they go to church on Sundays, they think they're better than you and I. Not everybody, but, there's a lot of it out there, which is sad. I told an atheist once that I was too cynical to believe humans made it this far without some kind of divine intervention. I mean, that's the thing, like, I'm open to that. I just haven't seen, like, I don't think it's some white guy in the sky telling us that premarital sex and gay people are bad. I just don't think it's that. It's official, sports fans. Milton can suck it. Wait, what's happening? Oh, God. I'm agnostic in case new evidence comes up. I'll change my mind. Not really looking into the subject much. Me neither. And that's me neither. I don't feel the need for it. And I feel like some people need that. Or that is their community. Like, they feel, that their only friendships and relationships and sense of community, like their other place, whatever the fuck, the third place or whatever you want to call it, is church. And if they were to not believe in those things, they would be alienated from their entire community. And so I think some people just continuously buy into it and never question it because, like, the alternative is being alone, and that's very scary to some people. I'd rather be alone than be around hypnotized people, though, because that stuff I'm the same. It drives me nuts. When it just feels like people are repeating rhetoric, I just think for yourself, man. Or those who sin all week and go to church thinking that wipes them clean. I said once that they use church like a toilet. Oh, that's what it is. They kind of do. Literally, that's kind of it, though. Like a bidet. That being said, biblically accurate angels make the be not afraid line way more... Oh, my God. Biblically accurate angels are way cooler than anything they ever fed us in Bible school about, like, pretty blonde people with wings. Those, like, eyes and rings and all the wings and the scaries. Dude, I've been rewatching Supernatural, and if you've seen Supernatural, you're aware of Castiel. Castiel's, like, an angel that helps the dudes for a while. And I couldn't remember if they ever mentioned what kind of angel Castiel was, so I looked it up. And he's allegedly a seraph, which is it's like 6 eyes with like 8 wings, and they just float around God's throne screaming glory all day. Glory, 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 glory. That's all they do. That's Cass. I love it so much. I just like thinking of him just as a ball of eyes and wings screaming glory at an empty chair. I looked it up. I was curious, but it was funny. I had a giggle. No shit, Nana. I pictured it like flies hovering around shit, but screaming glory at you. I mean, God created him. He must like him. Couldn't he just, theoretically axe him? There you go. Thank you. This is allegedly like the biblical description of a seraph angel. So there's a bundle of these flying around like flies around a throne, just screaming glory over and over and over and over and over again. Hilarious to me. What a nightmare. I'd go fucking insane too. Apparently it's a fire serpent. I guess seraph means fire serpent. I read too much about it. I got down a rabbit hole. I don't know how it looks like a fire serpent with all the eyes and stuff, but maybe. I don't think there's a biblical angel out there that doesn't look like an eldritch horror. Like, biblical meaning if you actually, like, these people, they go by the literal description in the Bible and try to draw whatever the fuck's being described. And the vast majority of them are, like, lots of metal rings and gears undulating amongst each other, like tons of eyes, tons of wings. None of them look human. And I think they're all huge. If you played Bayonetta before the voice actress decided to be an anti-women's rights piece of shit, Bayonetta does a great representation of, like, the realistic biblical angels. You actually fight them. Like, they're some of the bad guys. I think it's been so many years since I played it. I think they're all the bad guys, but holy shit, are they fucking horrifying. Yeah, I think they're enormous. I mean, that being said, like, I don't know how anyone described them, because apparently when you look at them, your eyes burn out, but allegedly, yeah. Hi, Mag, how are you, love? Sometimes our creations get out of control. That's an understatement. I was asked when I moved here, do you believe in God? And I said no. The woman jerked back like I slapped her. Oh, man. I've been to places like that where it's not even that question, Nana. It's, what church do you go to? They just assume. I've been places like, what church are you part of?
Hail Satan. Yum. The Bible Belt be scary, motherfuckers.
Oh my god, I hate it. Someone made a biblical angel Furby sticker? How did you... I don't want to know. I don't want to know your search history. I'm going to be honest. That frightens me. That frightens me. My allergies are killing me, Mag. I'm such a snot pile right now. I hate it so much. Fuck. Whatever the fuck is happening in the fall. Mold? I think it's mildew and mold and shit. Ugh. I've done years and years of looking up shit on this. We offered a bachelor in comparative religion because I knew off the top of my head the first semester completely. That's fucking dope, though. I bless thy with the wisdom of TikTok witch. TikTok witch is forever. It's gonna happen. We have to make it happen. In the first... Oh my god. I don't even... Was it like... Laurel? Nope, I can't do it. Nope. Nope, hate that. All of it. So much. That was the culture shock moving to the South. Very much so. Like, you almost wanted to make up a church and be like, oh, I'm part of St. Jude Mary's. And they'd be like, oh, is that with Pastor Dan over on 70th? Oh my god, I've heard, glory be, peace be, shit stacks. Hail God. I don't know. What do they say to each other after that? I don't know. The conversation never gets that far, but I've thought about it, like, just to get people off my case. You know, there are so many Furby artists in the world, and because you guys know they horrify me, you've sent me a lot of Furby art, and I have it. I have, like, literally a Furby dismembering a human on the wall. I have so many horrifying Furby things in my house. I guarantee someone has probably made something at least slightly similar, because we've seen walking Furby snakes in a park. We've seen just, like, Furby snakes. It's not all Zoe. No, it's become a thing now. I've received more things not from just Zoe. Like, once one person knows you hate a thing, the world knows you hate a thing. I hate Furbies. They scare the shit out of me. You send me a clown and I'll burn it, though. I'll put a Furby on my wall, but you send me a fucking clown. Did I show you the Furby? I did, didn't I? Is my thing not working? It's in Winchesterton, Fieldsville, Falls. Okay. My Stream Deck has been blinking. I think it's probably just a loose cord or something.
Squish that cat.
I didn't mean to press that. Same. It's a love-hate. I don't mind when they're not sentient and they can't talk to me. Like, I have a Furby t-shirt that says there is no God, only Furb. I have the dismembered body with a Furby eating it on the wall. Like, they can't talk to me. But when we were kids, my little sister was given a Gizmo Furby, like, from Gremlins for Christmas one year. And the rest of us hated it. We all thought it was haunted. So we would put it in a closet and it would talk to itself in the closet. Like, it was downstairs in a 2-story house and you could hear it, like, just doing that shit. So eventually we just snipped the fucking battery pack out the back, and my sister was too young. She had no idea why it stopped talking. She just thought it died and she lost interest. But what a horror. Just, it was a fucking terrible. Why? The people that invent these toys must not have children themselves, because kids talk enough. I just don't know why you want all that. Look up the AI version of Seraphim, then... No. Oh my god. Go look up a physics spinning a ring on a counter. Ooh. Blah, blah, blah. That and Dick Suckers, Katie insisted I take. Wait. Are we talking about the Dick Suckers or like Dick Suckers? Furbies are and were nightmare fuel. They're still real. A Gizmo Furby's nightmare fuel on its own. It was horrible. It sounded like hell. It was horrible. I like Furbies the way other people like horror movies, I think. That's... Like, the more fucked up you make it, the more acceptable I am. Whereas the more innocent it is, the more I'm like, that's gonna stab me in my sleep. But, like, if you turn it into a snake with another Furby head at the other end of it, and then it's got, like, fish fins and frog legs, and all it does is, like, roll, then I'm like, it's fine. It's not gonna kill me. You're not hiding behind the facade of cute. That is not cute. That is a horror, as it should be. It is said on the third day of trending TikTok witch raised from thy cauldron to bring upon thy curses to those who believed upon him. No, Bible language still doesn't make sense to me. For those that are curious, or I don't know why you would be, but if you weren't around when we read the Bible and you ever are like, I'd like to challenge myself to that shit. There's a really good companion book that we read the Bible along with that helps explain a lot of the verbiage and helps you skip a lot of the repetitive parts. It's called Ken's Guide to the Bible. No shit. It's pretty funny, but very, it does the job. It helps you get through that shit, because holy crap. Holy crap, was that a boring read. Nothing going on there. Furbies were just horror movie sleeper agents. Oh my god, I'm surprised. Is there any Furby horror movies yet? Don't tell me. There's got to be, right? Ooh, last issue of last issue of Straight Jacket. They did finish it. If this is the last one, Hack and Slash and Emo Goth. That's the one you told me about or the other day. I don't remember if that was yesterday or not. And Nail Biter. Honestly, I forget, but it's a town that produces a bunch of serial killers. Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna feed my true crime. I listen to so much true crime, man. It's like at least every day I listen to one true crime. I know far too much about serial killers at this point. Might be would that make it scarier? Chucky was pretty fucking scary because he's a doll. Any Furby horror stuff's on YouTube. I don't want to see that. I don't want to do that. I don't want that. Katie's true crime obsession is my most basic white lady thing. It probably is. Yeah. That probably, like, and I fell into it on accident. It was like slipping and falling on a dick you just get addicted to. Hell, no, I guess not really though. Cause I kind of like, since medical school, I've been I've my whole life, but been interested in like death and dismemberment and death and like, the process of it, graveyards, burial sites, et cetera, has always been really fascinating to me. I feel like it's a natural progression. Like you guys know I have books on poisons and like the history of poisons and books on the histories of certain serial killers that were like I just finished a book. It's called The Five, and it's about the 5 women who Jack the Ripper murdered. Not about Jack the Ripper, but about those 5 women and just their histories and how they came to be in these circumstances and stuff. And it was really interesting. But I think I fell into it kind of naturally. I think that was the next progression, was true crime. Oh, it's called Fantastic Land. It's like Lord of the Flies for adults in a theme park after. Oh, God. I'm going to write that down. Hold on. Fantastic Land. I actually finally found a book that I've been actually into. Like, I'm enjoying reading it. I haven't enjoyed reading for a bit. I haven't found a good book for a while, but this one I've been reading. What is it called? I think it's called, like, Forgotten Gods or something. Hold up. Where are my books? But it's pretty good. I'm gonna hold on. What was it called? Fantastic Land. I will. It's called Lost Gods. Lost Gods, and the cover is like this crazy looking Sphinx character, but it's really good. I was looking for just like high fantasy, but for adults, and not like adult as in just sex 24/7. Not that there's anything wrong with smut. I love smut. I just don't want to read it all the time. And this is like hitting that nail. Like so far I'm following a character who was just eaten by his grandmother through some circles of hell, and it's just really really well described. I really like it. Lost Gods. If you're who is it by? Lost Gods by Brom. I guess they're so cool they can just go by one name. Brom. Brom. Lost Gods by Brom if you're looking for something cool to read. It's very good. Oh, it's on indefinite hold. That's a bummer. That Goosebumps book with the ventriloquist doll was one of the, oh my god. I read one so on that. If you like scary books and you like being scared, holy shit. Grady Hendrix. If you've never read anything by Grady Hendrix is fantastic. Writes really, really good horror that's meant for adults. You know, it's not like young adult. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just, I know if you're anything like me and you read a lot, you just get sick of it. I don't need another, like, she wasn't like the other girls, and therefore two very attractive boys in school were just in love with her, and they battled for her heart, and she couldn't pick, and I'm just over it. I'm so over it. That's like the fucking storyline of young adult. If it's young adult, that's the storyline, and I'm tired. Ugh. But Grady Hendrix is pretty good. One by Grady Hendrix that I actually have in hardback is My Best Friend's Exorcism, but the one that is Scary Dolls, I'm horrified of like ventriloquist dummies, dolls, but I read all the Goosebumps books when I was a kid. I love Goosebumps. It's called How to Sell a Haunted House. And had I personally known it was going to be so puppet doll heavy, I probably wouldn't have picked it up because I am very scared of that shit. But I was already balls deep by the time I found out and just ended up there. If anybody remembers me recently talking about a book within the last like 6 months where it was a lot of eye stuff, that one, nightmares. It still sits with me. Basically, the premise of the book, this happens within the first chapter. I would never spoil anything for you. Premise of the book is this woman and her brother's parents die, and they have to go empty out the house and sell the house. Their mother made puppets for a living and as a hobby and performed puppet shows like for kids. So their house is fucking to the brim stuffed with every kind of fucking puppet you can imagine. Every puppet you can imagine, up to the ceilings. Every wall is covered in them. And her and her brother have to deal with this and somehow get rid of all the puppets and sell the house and whatnot. And that's how it starts out. And you're just set up. Like, because the woman that's like the point of view of the story or whatever that you're reading, she doesn't like the puppets. So you're already like set up with this distaste, which just sounds like a fucking nightmare. Told recently, but I can't believe I never saw it before. Aragon's just fantasy Star Wars. Oh, 100%. I read a theory like that on Reddit a couple years ago, and I was like, no, it's not. Oh, it is. Yeah. No, that made sense. Bob White, thank you so much for the follow. Katie, what's wrong with you? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. My name's ClassyKatie. It's fucktabulous to meet you. Take my breath away. You try to show my fucked up family today. Welcome to the classiest place on earth. I invite you in your bed and take your pants off. Place your hand upon your genitals and enjoy your time here. I'm streaming pants on before I invite you to the same birth. Your goddamn new motherfucker. Every hole is golden. Yours is golden. Still got it. Thank you. And Star Wars is the Bible. I mean, there's nothing original anymore. We could go on. Okay, I have to pee. Let's take a break and then let's finish this game. I've been kind of I'm like delaying because I think we have less than 2 hours left of the game and I'm sad about it, but like, all good things must end. I know. I'm sad. At least, I mean, I know there's DLC, and then the second game, even though it's not on PC, like knowing that eventually it'll probably come to PC and I'll be able to play it, makes it better, but it's like finishing a book that doesn't have a sequel that's really good. I will absolutely put it off. I'll start another book before ending a book because I'm like, it feels like a breakup. I hate it. I'm terrible at it. I refuse to write a story with the hero's journey BS. Man, I know. It's so hard not, like, I feel like people default to it a lot. Tell me it's a horror movie without telling me it's a horror movie. Well, you see, there are these puppets. Touche. I do it with shows as well. Yeah, I do it with shows I've rewatched. So, like, I was just talking yesterday about how Big Bang Theory is one of those lame shows I put on in the background to rewatch a lot. I will, once I can sense the end is coming, I'll just restart it on season 1. I just won't finish it. I'll just be like, oh, look at that, episode 1. It's probably bad. I haven't watched the new season yet. I didn't hear amazing things about it. Everyone was like, it's out, and then that was all I heard. I haven't seen it yet. How did that happen? Weird. Interesting. We just went back like 7 years. Odd. What's up, Bubba? Do you need to go potty? Because I have to pee. Hi. That's an odd way to come up and say hello. You're like, I can't. Okay. Hi, Bubba. How are you doing? Are you having a good day? You're very handsome in your new collar. Dogs are so weird. I swear we were on episode 205, but somehow we start over. Crazy. So weird how that just happened. My bad. Show me where you've been from. Oh, he'll be so excited. I mean, you know, Rod, I can't even touch my purse without my dogs flipping out and having a fucking conniption fit because they think we're gonna go somewhere. They love going on trips. Hi, Miss Ma'am. How are you? You need a haircut. You have an appointment. You look so fucking crazy right now. Your hair is wild, Miss Ma'am. Hi. You're such dicks to each other. They do, I know. I made them an appointment, finally. We were kind of doing the same, like, it's almost winter and it's cooling off. Should we leave some of them? But they can't see. They can't see. And she keeps tearing out her little ponytail. Hello, Bubba. Thank you for pushing my headphones off. I appreciate you. You're the best. How are you? You're just the best boy in the whole world. I hate that. Oh my god, Nanavka, no shit. When I was like in school at some point, I can't remember, I was reading a book series that made me so mad. I went on Facebook and wrote like a diatribe about how angry I was at an author. I know, all of those words made no sense and it was so weird, but it was like, it was the, like, and it was that exact case. It's like a character just went 180 on their personality and how they should be. And I just, cuteness. Thank you for resuming the class. Keeping the class. I haven't given any swings, by the way. I fucking appreciate you. Sorry, my headphones are off. My dog decided to push them off my body. He's so handsome. He really is, Mag. He's just a handsome boy. You got smooth moves. And if you can see his arms, ever since I got him, so no shit, since he was a puppy, he crosses his arms. Oh, he does this. No matter what. And it adds to that, like, you're such a fucking gentleman. You're just such a gentleman. Oh, did you unplug my headphones? Of course you did. Of course you did. Good. Okay, you wanna go outside? Oh, right off the bladder. All right. First break of the day. Stand up, stretch your dicks, get a drink, load your bowls. We're gonna finish the game and I'm sad, but everything, I mean, I told you I downloaded Serial Killer Dating Simulator. Speaking of serial killers. Got me Serial Killers Dating Simulator, which just sounds, your dicks. Only if you need to. I already installed that, so that's ready to go when we beat this. And that should be funny. It should be alleviating, because I'm pretty sure this is going to break our hearts. But if you haven't seen the show, and you haven't played the game... I am too, Mag. I'm really excited because I remember we played that game, Boyfriend Dungeon, and it's a dating simulator. And I was like, guys, I don't want it. Dating simulators. Are you kidding me? I've never even been on like a real date. I've never dated. Like, I don't. This just. It was so much fun. It was so weird and stupid, and the conversations you had with people, and how insufferable every fucking character was. Oh, it was perfect. It was so much fun. So I'm excited to see because it's literally like based on Dead by Daylight. So it's gonna be like all the Dead by Daylight murderers, but you're dating them. I'm very excited to see it. So at least there's like a light at the end of the sad tunnel of this game ending. And there's a second game. It's just not on PC yet. So yeah, I plan on playing it, but when it's on PC. So break, be right back. Okay. With the music, that's pretty great. Okay. It's time. We're going to finish The Last of Us, probably. I mean, yeah, right? Definitely. Pretty sure, definitely. Yeah. I'm just waiting for this song to end, and then we're gonna... Oh, we gotta move chat over. Hold on. Okay. Let's fucking do this! I'm not sad and scared. You are. Hopefully we don't have to hang out with pedophiles again. I don't think so. From what I remember of the show, I think that was the only one, but we'll see. Okay, so for those that were missed yesterday or just catching up or just hanging out or whatever, just swinging by, we've been playing The Last of Us. It is my first playthrough. I have seen the show, however, so I have like a rough idea of how it goes. And we just killed the pedophile and saw super crazy, mean, tortury Joel. And that was intense. Like, goddamn, that was intense shit. But it was good. Absolutely, yeah. So for those that missed yesterday, essentially what happened was we were in Eastern Colorado University, and that's where our brother was. And we say, peace, we're leaving. We don't want to be a part of this. We're going further. And we go to Salt Lake City in Utah. And these guys find us. And one of them, I mean, oh my God, Nana, I can't even tell you. Like, from moment one, gave me the most disgusting, creepy fucking vibes. He had a voice like this, where it was comforting and solid and father-like. But then he fucking molested us. Like, he straight up just got real, like, all of the creepy vibes were confirmed. And he wanted us to be a part of his cannibalistic cult. And maybe be his wife. I like some sort of sister wife situation. I have no idea. Like, we didn't see the rest of the community. But we did, like, when Joel was pissed, we trapped one of his guys and tied him to a chair, and Joel was torturing him. It was pretty hardcore. And Joel got him to say something along the lines of, that's just one of David's pets or something. One of David's pets, which means she wasn't the first. And the whole community is, like, they have to be okay with this and aware of what he's doing. Yeah, his pet. Fucking gross. So... So we spent like an hour trying to kill that guy because I couldn't figure out how. And then when I did, we did it pretty solidly. And we did get to fucking kill the pedophile, thank fuck. But like, new pet. Yeah, was it new pet? Yeah, she was his new pet. Yuck. It was just all over yuck. So Joel pissed, tortures, kills, whatever. And now we're on our way. We're leaving that space. So that's basically where we ended yesterday, right? Dude, right? That was, so basically the scene where he gets creepy, Ellie wakes up in a cage, and no shit, the guy David is butchering a human body, like for meat to eat, on a table right next to this cage, and we're seeing all of this, and he comes over and offers her food, and she's like, with a human side of it or whatever. He goes, no, that's just deer meat. And she eats some of it and then throws it back at him, and she's pissed. And, we like have our hands on the bars, and he comes in and he's like, we could make something of this, and does this to our hand. She puts her hand over his hand to like play along, like, yeah, I'll be your, and then fucking just rakes one of his fingers back. And that's what starts off the whole like battle or whatever it was. But it was, I mean, it felt good to watch her snap his fingers. Like, I was saying, I think I said this yesterday, but it came across like Ellie got the same feelings we were getting from this dude. Like, she She knew what the fuck was up. She wasn't buying into the idea for as young as she is, even though she's only 14. The show did a great job of making you realize that fucking with Joel is not the best idea, dude. Never. He's a scary motherfucker. I mean, what's his name? The guy that plays him in the show. I just set my brain got stuck on Del Toro. It's not fucking. That's just the director of the movie we watched last night. What is his name? Pascal. Pedro Pascal. Thank you. Wow. I love him. I don't know why I just blanked on his name. He did such a fucking phenomenal job that like just the person we play in the game, I see Pedro Pascal. Like that's who I see now in the game, which is interesting. I know it's my first playthrough, but that's who I feel and I see. He just played it so fucking well. He's a really, really good actor. So that's where we left off. And I've been told we have a little less than 2 hours left, so we shall see. I hope you had a very delightful break and washed your hands, you filthmonger. Think about your keyboard. I swear to God, there's dog fuzz on me all the time. You need to be shaved so bad. No, stop it. Don't autoplay. Game sound. Turn down. Confusing. Sorry. Okay, I can see you. Wrong screen. Hounds and take them outside and do those things before movie night. And then tomorrow's Fated Friday. So we watch, movies and stuff like that. But Rod said it's less than an hour, so we'll do that first thing on Saturday and we'll finish it. And that'll be dope. It's a really good game. I'm not sad. Allie, easy. That's usually about when I start playing a game anyways. And then we'll play more Serial Killer. Yeah, music Fated things tomorrow. So if you haven't been to my channel for Fated Friday, or you're just swinging by, or whatever, on Friday, I invite you to bring awesome new music, or music you found that just, like, is the best thing ever. Give me the music video with no titties, please, for the love of God. My mods are exhausted. We can't watch any music videos that have private parts. Thank you for your consideration. Tomorrow's Fated Friday, which also means that for movie night, because it's Halloween season, we're watching spooky, scary movies all month. We're watching Midsummer tomorrow night. It's like a 3-hour movie, so it'll be a 1 for the whole night. Or really bad. I mean, honestly, I'm into that. I'm into, like, really good music or just the shit that's so bad it's entertaining. I mean, we're all allowed to our opinion. I don't have to like everything. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means I don't like it. Thank you, Mayo. I love you. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me. The game without the DLC is perfect. Just truly no complaints, no qualms, no nothing. I have nothing to add to it. It was so well built. The DLC thus far is really good. I don't think they needed... I mean, we haven't even finished it, but I don't feel they needed it. But I also don't feel, if they were going to add it, I don't think it needed to be this back and forth between two Ellie stories. It could have been, what we're doing right now is the DLC. Literally, this content right now is the DLC. And it's good, but I don't think they needed the back and forth, and I don't know why they did that, or if that enhances the experience, or what the fuck ever. Yeah, I have no complaints. It was just really good. I wish I had literally anything more to say about it, but it was just really, really good. One singular name was brought up at the literal end of the game, so we apparently needed that backstory. Is that literally this? Is that why they're doing this? Interesting. Odd reason, but I suppose... Still an odd reason. It's good without it, but it's still good. So, Fated Friday tomorrow, we're watching Midsummer. We start 7 p.m. Eastern, so if you want to swing by the Discord, that's when we're watching that. And then Saturday, we'll finish this up, and then we'll start into... What's the actual name of the game? It's Serial Killer... It's literally like Serial... I think it's Serial Killer Dating Simulator. Is that literally what it's called? Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. Yep. So swing by on Saturday for some fun. I'm gonna raid my boy DJ Knight. I haven't